Welcome to Fantasy Football Fanatics, the ultimate huddle for die-hard fantasy players and casual league legends. Whether you're chasing championships, looking for sleeper picks, or just trying to avoid finishing last, we've got you covered. Join us every week as we break down the stats, debate the matchups, and give you the edge you need to dominate your league. I'm your host, Brighton Caspitas, joined by
Jackson Bookman,
Dejon Williams,
and we have a special guest,
Hayden Krupp.
Awesome. So moving into our segment for the week, we're going to start with our Wake Up Your Roster with our sleepers of the year. I'll start off first, and I'm going to go with Tet McMillan of the Carolina Panthers, wide receiver. He's been phenomenal this year. I've had him in 2 leagues so far, averaging 13.5 points a game. Wide receiver 21 in fantasy, which is just fantastic, especially for a rookie. His last 4 games, he's had 11 points, 33 points, 11.5, and 11.3. He's slowly becoming the number 1 wide receiver in Carolina. Granted, they don't have many wide receivers there. And the team is playing better, and they're in the hunt for the playoffs, which I never really thought would happen. So, I got to go with Tet McMillan.
Yeah, he's a solid pick. I like that. Saying that Carolina doesn't have many receivers. What you know about the big show, Jalen Coker?
He's great out of Holy Cross.
Yeah. You know, he's definitely a receiver of all time, that's for sure. But, no, that's a great pick. I like Tet this year. I have him in a league as well.
Yeah, he's been fantastic for me.
All right, so for my sleeper, sleeper of the year, mine was Daniel Jones. So this year, he's averaging 19.38. He's a number 7 QB, number 14 overall. He completely turned his career around. At the beginning of the year, it was a meme that, he was straight shit. I mean, look at his track record with the Giants. He was terrible. Making all that money. Then he goes to the Colts. They need a quarterback. He starts, and then they just start winning. This year, passing-wise, he's had 3,041 yards, 19 touchdowns, and only 7 picks. And then on the ground, he's also had 44 carries, or 160 yards, and 5 touchdowns, which I have picked him up on the waiver wire in 2 different leagues, and he has carried me to wins because Brock Purdy died. So Thank God Daniel Jones came into his element.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's a great pick. He's been phenomenal all year. Had a rough game against the Steelers. Turned the ball over quite a lot, but he's been great.
Steelers learned how to play defense that day.
Yeah, no, definitely. Dejon, what about you?
Yeah, my sleeper of the year is Jordan Love. He averages 19.68. He throws about 2,794 passing yards. He got 19 passing TDs this year. As a quarterback, he has 3 interceptions this year. That's great. With 164 rushing yards and 19 passing TDs. Just last game, he had about 4 passing TDs in 1 game. No interceptions. I mean, clearly, he's coming up. He cut down the turnovers, and he started reading the defense like a veteran. Even though he's still a young QB, he's going to make a way.
Yeah, I mean, he's been great all year. Yeah. I mean, incredibly efficient, and the Packers are playing well. So, I mean, he's been a great fantasy option. I actually don't have him in any of my leagues, but I think he's a good quarterback, and he's been great all year.
The Packers running that 3 quarterbacks in, 40 years?
Yeah.
And every other team struggling to find QBs, and we're stuck with, these guys just rolling out quarterbacks every year.
Right.
Look at the Steelers. Oh, man.
I mean, if you look at Jordan Love, too, I mean, look at his throwing motion. It's, almost identical to Rodgers and Favre, kind of a mix of the two. So, I mean, they just do it right over there in Green Bay.
I'm glad you – I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I'm glad you brought up Aaron Rodgers. When we played Green Bay, he said that Jordan Love was – somebody that looked up to him. So that's why he got that same motion as Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. And then moving on to our last guest, Hayden Krupp. Hayden, why don't you tell us about your fantasy experience, first of all, before we kind of jump into it?
It's been terrible. Terrible draft. The injury bug's been terrible. I just didn't know what I was doing. Of my 5 wins, 3 of them have come in the last 3 weeks because I became a waiver demon. I sat on Twitter till 2 in the morning every night because all the weird NFL news comes out at 2 or 3 in the morning for some reason. So I've been playing the waiver wire, and I've been getting really lucky. I won 2 weeks ago by, I think it was 3 points. I won last week by 0.2 because Tyrone Tracy, I was down by 0.02. He tackled for a loss of 2 yards and died on the field and had to be carted off. So, my fantasy experience has been terrible, but...
So you'd say you're fairly new to it, is what you're saying.
It's my second year ever doing fantasy, and last year there was no stipulations for our league, no money, anything like that, so I just didn't care, and I still got 1 win and didn't even lose the league. So,
do you want to share what our stipulation is this year if you lose?
So our stipulation this year, if you lose, thankfully I'm out of contention for this. It's between 2 other people. You have to run So we always work these 5K races as service events, like handing out water and stuff in the freezing cold. Whichever brother lost, the league has to run the 5K in the freezing cold while the other guys work it. And I'm really glad I don't got to run a 5K.
No, yeah, 100%.
Ours is pretty fun. You have to go to a Waffle House in Washington and sit there for 24 hours.
I love that Waffle
And
House.
then, just every waffle takes off like either a half hour or an hour. You got to sit there forever. We got a couple guys in contention, so it's going to be an interesting finish here.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
I got very lucky just getting out of contention this past week. One of our guys, he's in last place, and even if I lose this week, I have him outscored in points scored by almost 150 points. I was second in points scored in our league for multiple weeks in a row.
You were.
That guy stinks.
Dude, it was crazy. I was second in points scored, and I was dead last for most of the midseason. But getting into my sleeper of the year, I'm gonna go with R.J. Harvey.
Oh,
of
that's a
Denver
great
Broncos.
pick.
Yeah.
The rookie running back. He only has about like 279 rushing yards, so not much. Only 4 touchdowns on the season. But J.K. Dobbins is out. He's gone. He's done. And R.J. Harvey is the guy they look for. He's averaging 10.8 points per game. He's RB23 as a rookie with that few of yards. In the past 5 games, he had 24.1 points, 16.6. Then he kind of fell off with 3.8 and 8 points, and then he jumped back up to 21.2 points with 2 touchdowns in the first game since J.K. Dobbins has been gone. So R.J. Harvey has definitely been my sleeper of the year, at least for the back half of the season and playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great pick. I think he's been great, obviously, since he's kind of stepped up the last couple of weeks. My only concern with him is he's kind of touchdown reliant. If you look at his points, like, it's big time. Like, he needs touchdowns in order to produce.
That's how DK is.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, he's very touchdown reliant. I think he's a good option, though. I mean, especially at this point in the season where running backs are kind of slim out
The
there.
injury bug.
Yeah, the
Oh
injury
my.
bug's got a bunch of them. So I think he's great, and I think he's a good pick for this
I'm
week.
the biggest R.J. Harvey supporter in the world. This guy is a dog. I love that pick. He can't run the ball worth a shit, but he does score touchdowns.
He's a good receiving back. He
he
has a
is.
lot of looks from both.
He's got 4 receiving touchdowns on the year as well, and he is
all of his touchdowns.
yeah. He's got 4 receiving and he has 4 rushing, so he's got 8 total on the year.
That's
And
insane.
He's a dog. I got him in my dynasty team in a trade that I don't really want to talk about with JSN.
Oh, gosh.
But, yeah, he's gone, so we brought in some young running backs. Scattaboo died as well, so
It did happen.
we're just hoping no one else dies again.
Tyrone Tracy's
Yeah.
he's hurt going to the bye week, but Devin Singletary might be the guy to look to in this Giants offense.
Honestly.
Which is crazy to say. Devin
If
Singletary.
I recall correctly, there was a week where Dijon said that Devin Singletary was the name that sank his season, and now all of a sudden he has become some sort of hero this last couple of weeks. I mean, that just shows you how fantasy could change over a couple of weeks.
It's so
Things can
frustrating.
change.
Third
It's so
string running
frustrating.
back. Unk is back at it. He's ready to go.
Kind of on that note, let's move into our next segment, the names that sank your season. And I'll kind of start off with this one, and this one pains me to say because I was super high on him coming off last year. Obviously, he had a great year, one of the greatest years for a running back, honestly. And that is Saquon Barkley. Drafted him super high in most of my leagues. Drafted him 1 overall in one of them because there's a bunch of Eagles fans in it, so I tried to make him mad and drafted him. And that team is currently 4-9, so we see how that worked out for me. And then I drafted him number 4 overall in my fraternity league, 7-6 in that one. But he has just been so up and down. I mean, he's averaging 14.1 points a game. The running back 13, and I mean for a guy that was the one last year, had over 2,000 yards rushing, to be the 13th running back in fantasy, especially drafting him that high, is just brutal. I mean, 5 games under 10 points. His only game that really inflates his record is kind of a 33.4 game. That's
the
kind
Giants.
of it. Yeah, that's kind of it. You look at him, and he's been very, very average this year.
Yeah, that whole Eagles team, like, I get they're 8-4.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of the worst 8-4 teams ever to
Oh,
exist.
Agreed.
They
Oh, yeah.
suck.
He got booed off the field the other day.
Yeah, they're terrible. I mean, they're relying on the tush push every game. A.J. Brown cried, now he's getting his way.
Yep.
And Saquon has not really touched the ball. I mean, he's the best player on the field, and you're not giving him the ball.
No,
when he
100%.
does, he hasn't looked good.
Yeah, after that little jump he did, he quieted down for us.
He had one big moment. He's done.
Yeah.
One hit wonder, man.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't trade you DeAndre Swift for him last week. That would have really
Yeah,
sucked.
I should have taken it.
You
looking
should have
back on
taken it.
To be honest with you, I should have taken it.
I offered you, it was DeAndre Swift and I think it was David Montgomery too
Yeah.
for Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, but I just can't. It's tough to part with a guy named Saquon. So
And then I offered you Swift and Monungai, who put up 40 points together
Oh,
for
dude.
Barkley, and you didn't take that.
Yeah.
Manonga Ding Dong, dude. I love him.
Speaking
I
of which, he's
love
hurt.
him.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
Multiple practices back to back. Did not practice his ankle injury. It's looking bad.
That's a 7th-round pick right there.
Yeah,
that's a good.
that's a-
That's
Out of
football
Rutgers.
player.
The hell of a 7th
Rutgers-
round pick.
yeah.
A hell of a Rutgers player too.
Manonga Ding Dong, baby.
Jackson, who's your guy you're looking for this?
Mike
week.
Evans. He's been hurt all year, and so I'm in a 14-man league. Had back-to-back picks. I went CMC and then Evans, which he's about a mid-second rounder. So
Yeah.
somewhere around there, and he just died. Like he's dead. Nothing. He hasn't done anything this year. He played 3 full games. Had like 13 in each. And, I mean, had 14 receptions, 140 yards, and 1 touchdown on the year, and just that's
Yeah.
it. for
Yeah,
the
me and Hayden
fantasy
actually have
season.
a funny story about Mike Evans this season.
So I had Mike Evans, and he had Tyreek Hill, and we traded 1-1 in that trade. And then Mike Evans died, and then the next week Tyreek Hill
Within
died.
2 weeks, both of them were done for the year.
And then-
Within 2 weeks.
And then right after that, I traded you, I think it was Laporta and Dobbins
For Garrett Wilson.
For Garrett Wilson, and then
Yep.
Garrett Wilson
They
didn't
all
come
are on
back,
the
and
IR
then
right now.
all 3 are on IR now for this.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, it's just fantasy, man. That's what it is. Yeah, I agree with that.
Terrible.
He's old reliable, and this year he actually, for
Is
the first
not.
time, was not
was old.
reliable.
He was just old.
he was just old.
Old.
Yeah, Deshaun, who you going with?
Pat Freiermuth. I really thought he was really going to be doing something this year. I mean, he's not doing bad, like I said. I just haven't heard his name just because we have Darnell Washington. I really thought Pat Freiermuth was going to be another Heath Miller, but with 32 targets, 26 receptions, 298 receiving yards, and only 4 touchdowns, it's just not looking good. On my end, he averages 8.28 fantasy points, and it's just not doing good for me. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another guy I think that's carried by one big game, the one
Yeah.
big game against Cincinnati. Just like Barkley with that game against
Yeah.
the Giants. His average fantasy points is carried by that.
I agree.
It's terrible.
100%. Yeah, Hayden, who are you going with?
So the guy that sunk my season was Justin Jefferson. He was my second overall pick. I was confident. I didn't care about the quarterback issues because he's Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
right? Averaging 12.9 points per game, but hasn't gotten close in 3 of the last 4 games. The only reason why he passed that in one game was against the Lions. It's because he caught a touchdown with J.J. McCarthy throwing the ball somehow. So yeah, tons of QB issues, and I honestly think all hope is lost for him. It's supposed to be an easy fantasy playoff schedule, but with J.J. McCarthy throwing the ball, and if he doesn't come back from concussion protocol, Max Brosmer throwing the
Yeah.
ball, I can't.
At this point, Max Brosmer might be better.
This is what we were talking about. I think Max Brosmer just got a bad hand dealt to him. He's playing against the Seahawks defense in his first career start. He went. What was his?
He was like 21 of 30 or something like that, but I think he threw 4 interceptions.
He threw
on that.
4 interceptions.
So he
yeah.
completed a large amount of passes, just multiple to the wrong team.
Yeah, he threw 3 picks and then 1 pick. I think it was a 94-yard pick six. It was the underhand falling throw like
Yeah, that
Will
was-
Levis.
God.
That was embarrassing.
That was a little-
absolutely terrible.
It's a little Will Levis-like on that one.
Dude, everyone on Twitter was hyping him up. They're like, "Oh my God, an undrafted free agent wearing the number 12. He's literally, oh wow, look at this!" And then he just absolutely stunk it up on the field. It was horrendous. It was terrible.
Yeah, he was not very good. Moving into our next one, which is our must starts this week. A little happier note. I'm gonna go with Jacoby Myers of the Jacksonville Jaguars, formerly of the Las Vegas Raiders. Since he's been traded, he has been very good in Jacksonville. They were kind of looking for a guy because Brian Thomas Jr. has kind of been in and out of the lineup this year. The last 3 games, he's at 11.4, 15, and 21.3. So getting better in each game. He's been a Jaguar. Big game versus Indy this week. A lot of playoff implications there with that division. I expect him to be great and have a great game.
Yeah, I mean, he's looked good, I think, as soon as he got traded
Yep.
over there. Once you get out of anything with the Raiders, like the Titans in previous podcasts, they also suck.
Oh, I agree.
So it's good that he got out of there, and he looks good filling that role for Brian Thomas, because Brian Thomas has not been good this year. Like, he looks scared of contact, and Jacoby kind of came in here and is kind of tearing it up a little bit for him.
Yeah, no. Speaking of the Titans, how do you like my fit today with the flag and everything? You like it?
You're garbage.
Oh, I appreciate that. Who are you looking for this week?
We were talking about him earlier, Mr. R.J. Harvey himself.
He's the guy of the podcast today, I
And
guess.
speaking of the Raiders, Denver plays the Raiders this week, And last time we were talking about it, and it was what 10-3, 10-7 game.
Yeah.
Boring as shit
Windy
on
stinker.
prime.
Yeah.
It was so windy.
Stinker of a game.
Yeah, Bo Pix is out there throwing it to every other team. Like this ain't gonna happen this time. R.J. Harvey's getting in the end zone twice this week. He's gonna have 30 yards on the ground, and he's gonna score 2 touchdowns and have like 25 receiving yards. I think he's gonna go great. Like I said, the Raiders are dog shit. So I mean, this should be a free. Their defense is atrocious. Like they're horrifically bad. So I think this week he's gonna turn it up.
No, that's a great pick. I think obviously we've talked about him earlier, but he's been great, and I think he'll continue to be great, especially against the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could be great against the Raiders.
Yeah.
I think I could get 1 yard.
Yeah. Dejan, who's your guy this week?
Darnell Washington. I mean, since we're playing the Ravens, I mean, that's our rival team. We need all the big players we can get. We need to get in that end zone. We need to score, and we need to just punish them with the big guys we got. I mean, I like Pat Freiermuth, but Darnell Washington, from the plays I've seen and the stuff he's been doing, he's the go-to guy.
No, 100%. I absolutely agree. Hayden, who you got this week?
So I actually have 2 guys I wanted to talk about. One is on the case of injury. I think DeAndre Swift is a must-start this week because obviously he's the RB1 in the Bears' backfield, and I know he's going against a Green Bay rushing defense, which is, I believe, it's 5th best in the league. Here's my thing. Monangai has had multiple missed practices. If Monangai is injured, DeAndre Swift is a absolute must-start. Even if Monangai isn't injured, I think you're still safe starting DeAndre Swift, but I think that the urgency of starting him rises if Monangai's hurt. And then after that, I'm going to go with Devin Neal, the current RB1 for the Saints. I was not confident in him last week. I'm glad I pulled him off my lineup because Bam Knight put up 17 points. But Devin Neal, everyone was worried that he's going to get carries taken away from him because they have so many running backs, and he absolutely dominated the Saints' backfield. And they played the Buccaneers this week, who have a terrible run defense.
That's true.
I'm going to go with Devin Neal, and DeAndre Swift is my must-starts this week.
I just picked up Devin Neal in one of my leagues.
I did too.
Yeah, I think Swift's a great pick. Did you see the rushing game last week against the Eagles? I mean, that rushing attack was unbelievable.
They were the first Bears running back duo to each have over 100 yards since Walter Payton and someone else in like 85 or 95, whatever year it was.
They had like 250, right?
Yeah, it was insane. And they each had a rushing touchdown. Like
Madonga Ding Dong was firing away that game.
No, for sure. Moving into a little less happy of a note, when in doubt, keep him out. The person I'm going to be keeping out this week has to be David Montgomery. Got a lucky touchdown last week, as I like to call it. He's the 22nd running back this year. 10.8 points a game. Gibbs is the clear number 1 in Detroit. I mean, it's not really a conversation anymore. I think he is what he is. I think he's a backup, and I had high expectations for him coming into this year, and I just don't think he's really lived up to that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have him as well, and he's just last year he was better. Like they use the Sonic and Knuckles thing a lot, and they used the Knuckles a lot last year. Yeah. They ain't using the Knuckles this year.
It's all Sonic.
It was a 1A, 1B thing, not RB1 not and RB2. It was 1A, 1B, and it is absolutely not like that. It's been horrible for David Montgomery.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I traded for him. It's terrible.
Yeah, you got him from me.
I made the worst trade of my entire fantasy career of 2 years. I traded Olave for Montgomery 1-to-1, and I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, I got Chris Olave and gave up David Montgomery, so I'll take that as a win.
Yeah, because I think I fleeced him. I think I physically didn't have a second running back. Like I did not have that second running back. I still won the week.
I'm starting Emmanuel Wilson this week right now, so that's kind of where I'm sitting. I have 5 players on a bye.
He's an RB2 for the Packers, right?
Yeah, but he's been getting a lot of carries because of Jacobs being out. But
then he goes from it was like 33 points 2 weeks ago to 1.4 points this past week. It was brutal.
That's what I'm about to get this week.
At least you're not starting Tajay Spears like I am. So just keep that in mind because I don't want to start anybody on the Titans offense. I'm sure we'll get into that.
So that brings me to my point. So who am I keeping out? It's going to continue with the regularly scheduled episode of anyone on the Titans. They suck ass. They are horrible. They're playing the Browns, too, which they have debatably the best defense in the NFL. I mean, Myles Garrett is going to murder Tajay Spears in the backfield. And poor little Cam Ward, I hate that guy, but he's getting killed. He's going to rip his head off. So,
he's got no shot.
Yeah, anybody on the Titans offense, they're scoring 3 points this week and getting smoked by the Browns in a 6-3 game.
Yeah.
6-3 game.
Yeah,
it's gonna be really
crazy.
entertaining.
Might be 9-6.
Shadur's going to throw 40 picks. Ward's going to get sacked 10 times, and it's going to be the ultimate toilet bowl ever been seen. But nobody out-tanks the Browns, so the Titans may win.
They might. I don't know how I feel about this. Wearing all this merchandise, and you're talking that much crap on the
yeah.
Titans.
You should feel bad about it. You should feel bad
Wearing
Titans
garbage
merch.
over here.
I
This guy
mean-
just picked this stuff out of the dumpster.
It's a great jersey. It's Derrick Henry. He's a legend,
Derrick
right?
Henry, yeah,
He's
Derrick
a legend. He's a
Titans have
legend.
been to an AFC Championship game more recent than the Steelers have won.
That
a
is true.
playoff game.
That is absolutely true.
So let's
Hard to
keep that
believe.
in mind.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Yeah. Dejan, who are you going with this week?
I was thinking about the Arizona running back. That's who I got on my fantasy team, Amari, but I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. He's been doing okay. He is my QB1, but I got a backup, Jared Goff. But he's just not doing what I need him to do, especially for the Steelers to win a game. We just keep picking up older quarterbacks, and I'm not liking it, honestly. Mason Rudolph, soon as Mason Rudolph get in the game, pick. I mean, Jesus Christ. Can we get somebody young? We picked up a young quarterback who won a championship before, and we're not using them. So
Yeah, man. It's frustrating. It's frustrating times in Pittsburgh right now, and that's
All about the unction, baby. Come on.
Oh.
now. What you know?
Adam
got Adam
Thielen.
Thielen. Here we go.
No.
Here we
Got rid
go.
of Darius Slay. Incoming Adam Thielen. Can't
Yep,
wait
here
to
we
see
go.
him run
The
a
average
4
age
yard.
of the Steelers players just skyrocketed
Mhm.
after Thielen.
I can't wait to
Absolutely.
see him run a 4 yard out on a 4th and 10.
Use them 2 times a game.
yeah, for real.
Hayden, who you got this week? Who are you keeping out?
So I got 2. My must sits this week. First off is Chris Rodriguez. I know he's the RB1 for the Commanders, but I don't know what is going on with the Commanders as a whole, as a team. He outcarried Ja'Cory Krusky-Merritt 11-1 on attempts and could do nothing with it. And now they're playing against a Minnesota defense who has a terrible secondary, so it's going to be the passing game. You have Marcus Mariota at QB. They're going to be throwing the ball a lot. I don't think Chris Rodriguez is going to even get 10 fantasy points this week. That's my prediction. And my second sit this week is Woody Marks. I don't know
Good
dude, these past few weeks for Woody Marks have been horrendous in fantasy. Getting out carried by Nick Chubb getting the touchdown and the goal line carries and actually being semi-efficient with it. Woody Marks getting hurt, having an ankle I believe it was an ankle injury, and being limited to practices this week already. I think either Texans running back, I don't think you can really start. But I think Woody Marks is definitely the worst of the 2 options.
CJ Stroud comes back this week.
He does. I'm excited.
That's a big up. That's a big
Yeah.
up for them. They should be. They're actually in a good spot. I mean, that division is pretty competitive with Jacksonville and Indianapolis, but they're actually getting better each week. And I would have thought they would have been out of playoff contention by now, but they're actually staying alive, which is kind of
They
impressive.
came back from 0-3, right? They were 0-3. I think, to
Best
start.
defense in the league.
Their defense is unbelievable.
Made the Bills look silly.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Yeah. Moving into my favorite segment, personally, we're going to do our locks to cash in this week. So first, I'll start off with my pick, and I'm going to go with Cincinnati versus Buffalo. And I'm going to take the over on 53.5 points scored in the game. I know that's really
Absolutely
risky.
nuts. Absolutely
It is nuts.
insane.
It is really nuts.
That's
But
insane.
trust me, it's going to be an absolute shootout, I think. Both have great offenses. Buffalo looked a little worse last week. I mean, they only scored, 26 points against the Steelers? Only 26, but it's fine when the other team only scores 7, so it doesn't really
Well, I
matter.
mean, they just ran inside zone and duo the entire game.
They
and
ran it
beat
29
the
times.
hell out of them.
Yeah.
They ran it 29 times.
Yeah, that's terrible. So I think this will be a shootout. Cincinnati's defense sucks. Buffalo's defense is not great either, but made us look horrible last week. I'm going to say it's a
curtain.
shootout, and I'm going to take the over on that.
The silk curtain.
Yeah.
The silk curtain is.
Jackson, I know you touched
Alright.
on this earlier, but
Oh,
what's your
baby.
pick?
So we're going right back to a common theme here. Give me R.J. Harvey 2+ touchdowns. 2+. He's going to have, I told you, he's going to have 35 yards. He's going to have 2 touchdowns on the ground, and he's going to have 25 receiving yards. It's going to look like on the stat sheet that he had an absolute shit of a game, which he definitely did, but he's just going to get 2 goal line touches, and they're going to score, and it's going to be the freest cheese you've ever experienced.
I can't wait for him to have 150 yards rushing and no touchdowns. The complete opposite of what you're
that's probably
saying.
what's going to happen because usually when I pick something, it does not happen. Tyler Warren, that
Broncos are
didn't
so
happen
bad.
on touchdown day. That against the shitty Titans. We're not even gonna get into
tell
that.
me about it.
But
God, the
yeah,
Broncos are so bad.
Yeah, I
the
got-
Broncos are so bad.
yeah, they're another team that's like, what are they, 10-2, something like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
10-2. It's a horrendous 10-2.
Yeah, I
team.
mean,
Yeah.
we
Those
look
are
at
the Commanders.
teams. Yeah, like we look at teams like that, and then we remember, oh, hey, the Steelers were 11-0 one year, and that might have been the worst 11-0 team. We're one of the worst football teams ever. they had Mr. Big. They were trotting out Ben's corpse there at the end of the season, throwing 56 times against the Washington football team, and they lost to 4-6.
Yep.
Yeah, they're terrible, terrible. I mean, what are we doing? Like, come on.
I agree.
Off on a tangent, but I
hate
said
being
my
Steelers.
piece.
I hate being a Steelers fan.
It's brutal, man. That's what this has turned into every week, just
I feel
ranting about how
bipolar.
bad.
I feel bipolar watching the games. Like it's actually they make me feel awful.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
I feel bad when I watch a Steelers game.
Yeah,
after we
I'm
win.
there
I'm
working
happy. Next
for
minute
'em.
I'm not. Like shit.
Dejan, who are you going with this week? What's your pick?
I got Green Bay money line.
Mhm.
I got DK to get over 30 plus yards, and I got Derrick Henry for a touchdown. I really want him to go for 2, but I'm going to add Derrick Henry touchdown plus 50 yards. We got the Steelers run defense. James Cook did anything to us, and I'm just very disappointed. We got a $100 million defense, and it's not showing. So
Yeah, I would say that DK Metcalf 30-plus yards should most definitely hit, considering you're paying $31 million for him this year. So I would
$1
hope he could
million.
get 30 yards.
But I don't want to see no 2-yard slant. Deep balls. Deep balls.
I'm telling you, the 4-yard out on 3rd
my
and 10. That's
goodness.
what's coming. Get ready for it. Dude,
Yeah.
I'd take Derrick Henry like 200-plus rushing yards, honestly. With this Steelers defense, like I said, the silk curtain, it is going to be awful. I mean, they're going to – I think this game's probably going to be bad. I think it's going to be ugly
Yeah.
for a Steelers fan.
I think both teams are going to get frustrated. People are going to start getting hurt. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's a really bad division rivalry game. It's going to be brutal.
And both teams are 6-6
Hey,
in mid.
one team's got to be 6-7.
Yeah.
we went from or 6-6-1. That could happen.
Yeah,
yeah.
AFC North, get ready
The
for
AFC North
Yeah.
went from the division that even if you didn't care about AFC North football, you always watched it because the games were brutal for division games, and now nobody cares to watch us, even the own fans.
Yep.
Can't wait for it
it's
to be 13-5.
Most obscure score ever.
field goal and a safety in the game.
Hayden, what's your pick this week?
My lock to cash in this week with Amon-Ra St. Brown missing 1 to 2 weeks. He is almost destined to miss this week, so I am taking a Jamison Williams anytime touchdown.
Great pick. That's the
against
best pick of
this
all of us.
Cowboys secondary. That's my pick for the week.
Oh, he's a dog.
Jamison Williams. In fantasy, you can't trust him. You absolutely can't.
No.
He goes from dropping 22 points to 0 points to 16 points to 2 points. It's horrendous, right? But with Amon-Ra St. Brown being gone, I know everybody's worried that is it Isaac? Is it Tesla or Tesla?
Isaac
Tesla.
or whatever.
Tesla.
It's Tesla.
It's
Okay.
Tesla.
Isaac Tesla. I know he had a touchdown this past week. I'm not really worried about him taking away
No.
touchdown receptions
Screw
from
that
Jamison
guy.
Williams. I'm gonna take the anytime TD.
Screw that guy.
What's wrong with Tesla?
Oh, dude, cooked a parlay. 6 out of 7 legs correct. Oh, hit that. There it is. 6 out of 7 legs correct. And it was $5 to like $2,000, and that asshole couldn't get 10 receiving yards.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, are we serious? Are you
I've
kidding?
seen that before.
Like, that's
I've seen
absurd.
that before.
Yeah, that is.
Like,
That's brutal.
I get he's like the
That-
fourth
there's nothing you can
receiver
say.
there, but 10 yards? Are you serious? He dropped a 25-yard ball. Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, that was Vegas. Vegas called the team and
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, don't get them. I'll give you a couple
yeah,
dollars."
Jackson doesn't need any damn money. Let's screw him.
Jack, do you think you could get 10 yards in the NFL?
Fuck, I can't catch a ball. I'm 5'8", 135. I've kicked the ball, if anything. I'm getting killed.
We're going to move into our next segment, which is Where Stars Collide and Storylines Shine. So we're going to talk about the games this week. Our first one, of course, is the Steelers at the Ravens. Kind of touched on this earlier, but I think they are going to get killed.
Yeah, they're getting smoked. Lamar, he's been dog shit for too long. And Lamar usually plays well at home against the Steelers. When he's at Heinz, it's usually the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of fantasy, Lamar also has been not good. I don't
He's
know
been
if you
terrible.
I have him on my team. Like he was doing good, got hurt, and then the last 3 weeks he's put up 7 in a row.
He didn't practice today.
He didn't?
He hasn't been practicing this
Who's
week.
their backup?
Is it Huntley? It's not Cooper
No.
Rush.
No, it is
It's
Cooper Rush. Yeah,
Oh
it is.
god.
Yeah.
Dude, Cooper Rush is about to put
Oh.
a 40 on the Steelers.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Probably would. Knowing how this year's gone, probably would.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
mean,
I wouldn't put it past him.
I'm always a Steelers fan, but like y'all said, the Ravens, we might get beat down to the ground. But like I love the
gonna be
Steelers to death.
bad.
It's always Steelers money line. I'm going to put the money on the Steelers, but we just know how they play, and we know once fourth quarter come, they want to dominate. I mean, can you do that the first and second quarter? I mean, last game, they threw the ball to Darnell Washington down the field. You could have been dead that the first half. The game's already over. I mean, damn.
Here's an interesting stat for you. It has been 61 games in a row since the Pittsburgh Steelers have scored a touchdown in the first quarter.
That's disgusting.
Wow.
That is.
Coming out flat. But as Tomlin says, you can't eat soup with a fork.
The standard's the
And the crazy thing about that, I put a ticket in for no touchdown score, and it was looking good. Nobody scored. Then we got down and somebody scored, but
Warren.
sometimes when the Steelers fan, you got to do something like that. You got to. They might not score a touchdown.
Believe it or not, the Steelers led that football game. They led
Yeah, they
7-0
were
in that
winning.
football game.
They were winning.
Unbelievable.
And then Aaron Rodgers crapped his pants and had to change his diaper, and then the game was over.
Mason Rudolph comes out, my unsung hero, and he throws a pick on his first throw.
Run the ball, check down pass, deep ball, picked.
James
was-
Cook looked like a legend out there.
Uh-huh. I was so upset when I saw Mason throw that pick,
Oh, my
man.
goodness.
He's my sweetheart. I would marry that man if he had me. He's always been my hero. Ever since that Bills game.
Yeah, no doubt. Moving on to the next game, we have Colts at Jags. I know we touched on that a little bit too. Big for that division. I think it's going to be a good game. I think this could be a game where it ends 16-13, or it could be a game where it's 35-32. I guess we'll just have to see. But I think it's going to be a big game. Jacoby Myers is going to do great. Indianapolis has kind of been losing it a little bit
Yeah, I was
recently.
gonna
They're kind
say.
of
schedule.
Yeah, they're
no,
on
they
a
did.
schedule.
They really did.
Yeah, they're on a slide right now.
They definitely are.
JT though, I mean,
I was about to say Jonathan.
yeah,
3
he's
touchdowns.
too good.
Book it.
He's too good. The
Yeah.
Jags have been playing well as of
They're leading
late.
that division right now.
Yeah, they're looking
They're
good.
8-4 and they're leading the division.
Yeah.
Give me Jags money line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would take the Jags that game. I think the Colts have been, and also Sauce Gardner, just he's
Yeah.
gone. He just got hurt. That was their big defensive weapon they picked up, and he's gone. Yeah, I'm taking the Jags here. I don't think the game will be as close as you think it is. I think the Jags are gonna beat the Colts by a decent amount. I don't think it's gonna be a 1-score game. I think it'll be a 2-score
Wow.
game. That's my pick.
Duval.
Yeah, no, like you said, Jonathan Taylor, that's their main weapon. The receiving core hasn't done jack shit in the past few games. As someone who has Michael Pittman in fantasy and got 2.9 points and 4.3 points back to back, it's been terrible. I also got lucky playing against Jonathan Taylor and JSN, and they put up 15 points combined. So
That is very lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That is unbelievable.
yeah, I got very lucky.
How the
He-
hell do you end up with both of them on the same team?
I don't know.
He traded for him.
He traded for
He
him.
traded for him before he actually started
Yeah.
playing well. He traded
Yeah.
for JSN before.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Jonathan Taylor, Rico Dowdle, JSN, Travis Kelsey,
Jesus
and then who's
Christ.
his QB? His
And he
QB's
lost.
Yeah,
And he lost this week.
Yeah,
he
he
said he
lost.
wasn't going
Is
to
he
lose.
number one?
He lost. No,
No, he's like
not.
mid. He's like
He's mid. Yeah,
he's really mid. He's like 6-6 or something like that.
yeah.
How?
I don't know. He lost to me. I was in
stinks.
last.
He stinks.
He's the one I beat by 0.2 points because
That's-
Tyron Tracy died.
That's
Yes.
unbelievable.
Yeah. Moving into our next game here, I have the Bengals at Bills. I think that's going to be a big one. That's the one I
Bills.
picked to. You think Bills?
Bills.
I'm gonna take the Bengals.
I'm going with the Bills. The Bills. James Cook, he's going to have a
So
dominant
you
game
pick
again.
you pick the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Bills. To tie it out, I'm going to pick the Bengals as well,
I
just
gotta
to make
go
it
with the
even.
With Joey
yeah.
B back.
Joe Burrow's
Yeah, but
back.
that
I mean, come on.
Defense
Let's go.
is so bad. And Josh Allen is going to run circles around that defense. That's got to be one of the worst defenses ever. They're horrible.
I
You
know,
got a point.
But like,
You have a point.
You have a point, but I mean, look at what they did against the Ravens. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
is
is
true.
true.
You gotta look what they did against the Ravens, and didn't the Ravens beat the Bills this year? Right? Was that the
No,
really?
that was the Bills came back.
Oh,
and
yeah,
scored
the
Yes,
Bills
yep,
massive
yep,
touchdowns in the
comeback.
last
Yeah.
4 minutes.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm sticking with the
Cashed
Bengals
a
there.
parlay on that game. Actually,
There you go.
yeah.
I stopped betting on games because I'm just.
Oh, I'm
unlucky.
done. I'm broke now.
I won $600 on a Ravens game last year. I forget who the Ravens played last season, but I won $600 on like one of the $20 free bets on DraftKings when you sign up.
Yep.
And since then, I have not won a single parlay since. It's been horrible.
Yeah,
Striking out.
I haven't won one in a while. It's been a minute.
We need something to fall here.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Next game I got here listed is Bears at Packers. Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears.
Yeah.
Packers money
Bears.
line. I'm on Packers money line.
I'm going Bears.
Jordan Love. He's going to dominate.
I gotta go with the Bears.
So I'm going Bears.
I'm going Bears.
Green Bay.
I'm going Bears.
So we got 3 against 1 for the Bears, and the Packers have kind of historically owned the Bears. I mean, but that was with Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll see. That run game for Chicago looked excellent last week, so hopefully they can keep that up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm taking the Bears just in honor of this guy that I met in Florida last week. I sat across from him watching the Steelers and Bears game, and he wasn't an asshole, and we had a pretty good time. So I'm not going to say, he was a pretty cool guy, so give me the Bears.
There we go.
Yeah, the Bears' run game has been absolutely disgustingly good, but we also got to give it to their O-line.
Yeah.
They are giving Caleb Williams so much time in that pocket. They are giving every gap possible for the running backs. It's a bunch of young guys on their O-line too.
Yep.
Like they have a very good offensive line. I have to take the Bears.
Well, that's what happens when you stink for so many years and you have so many top picks. You can draft these linemen. That's the plan. They actually did. They followed the plan. Is you're supposed to draft linemen before you draft anything else.
Don't worry, the Bears will be back to shit next year.
I'm sure they will.
telling you.
They never fail to amaze me.
No, they'll be off. Caleb Williams will die next year, and that'll be it. They'll be cooked
the Denver
again.
Broncos, too. They ain't going to never have that record again. Never.
Not with Bo Picks.
Yeah, last game I got listed here is the Texans at Chiefs. Big game for both teams. I mean,
I'm taking
Chiefs have to win out, literally have to win out, in order to get into the playoffs or have a shot to get into the playoffs, I think. And I will take the Texans
Yeah,
here.
me too.
I'm gonna take my Texans. I gotta go with them, especially CJ Stroud.
So we got all on the Texans.
All right.
Oh
so
no!
here we go.
Oh no!
I hate Taylor Swift. I hate Travis Kelce, and I hate that frog-looking Patrick Mahomes. Give me the Texans all day.
Let's
CJ
go.
Stroud is gonna throw for 300
Yeah.
right on their heads.
Nico Collins 4 receiving touchdowns.
Nico
Yep.
Collins
Yeah.
is going to be a dog, and they're going to walk. It's at the They're going to walk into Arrowhead and just spank the shit out of the Chiefs. Give me the Texans.
I'm glad we're all kind of on board on this one. I think
Yeah.
everybody kind of understands that.
I want to see them lose, and I want to see it just turn into a dumpster fire.
If the Chiefs lose this week, what are their odds for the playoffs?
Gotta be low. Gotta be
Yeah.
really low because they're what are they? They're 6-6 right now.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
like
6-6.
that.
There's a lot of 6-6 teams in the AFC.
Mhm.
They've got to be pretty low. They have to win out, I think, to even have a shot to get in the wild card. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chiefs will pull their black magic and work it out.
I will say it did make my Thanksgiving seeing them lose, even though it was to the Cowboys. I think seeing them lose on national television in front of everybody when they're watching football in the highest watched game in NFL history, by the way.
Yeah.
I hate both of
that's
those
great.
teams.
My grandma wanted the Chiefs to win, and I was telling them about this. I forget the 2 names that she named, but she said she likes watching the Chiefs because of these 2 quarterbacks she watched when she was younger, and they were, in fact, the first ever 2 Chiefs quarterbacks. And I'm like, oh. And some of the guys were like, oh, before the forward pass was a thing.
Yeah, no.
Somehow I wish there was a way for that game to just end where no one wins. Not just a tie. Like, I don't even want them to have that. I hate both those teams so equally. George Pickens, screw you. Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey, screw both of you. Like, I screw them both.
Kelsey's a big baby.
I agree. Yeah.
Y'all see he was throwing his helmet last game or the game before that. He threw his helmet on the sideline.
He does that a lot.
I would be too if I sucked. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, ever since he got, hooked up with Taylor Swift, it's been all about her, and he sucks. Not
Yeah.
working out like he should be. Going down to, where is that, Brazil to go see her in concert? Like,
Less time in the facility.
You're a football player, you loser. Go work.
He put that ring on her finger and he just sat down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Anybody else have any closing thoughts on this week's NFL season?
I don't know.
not really. I just
The fantasy team is good and very bad. Like 2-11. 10-3, 8-5. So I'm not terrible. 2-11. I got 4 first-round picks coming up.
Oh, there we
Rookie
go.
Draft.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
I will say I am 7-6 in my home league, but there's no stipulations for that, so it doesn't matter that I'm doing okay.
So what are your records overall, Hayden?
So the fraternity league 5-8, and I am 7-6 in my home league. So is that 12-14? Is that what it'd be? Right?
Something like that.
Yeah, so, we're not great at math.
Yeah, so I'm 12-14 between my 2 leagues. I drafted a bunch of the same players between my 2 leagues, which was a dumb decision. But yeah.
So you really know what you're talking about. So
I do.
And the listeners at home should really listen to everything you said today, right?
Listen, the only time I've known what I was talking about was these last 3 weeks, and that's the only weeks I've been doing good because I've been actually paying attention for the
Maybe
first
it's a
time all
fluke.
year.
Maybe it's a fluke.
It probably is. Knowing me, it probably is.
You
about
might
that.
win it all.
You could.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's about that waiver wire, baby.
It is.
The second up player even has a limited practice. Their backup is on my bench. Their backup is on my bench.
DeJohn, how are your leagues going?
I only got 1 league. It's my league. I'm 10-3. It's doing
Oh,
good.
okay.
I was really supposed to be 11-2, but I went down Cleveland and I forgot to change my lineup, and my cousin ended up beating me.
Oh,
But this league
brutal.
is for 2,000, so
oh
hopefully
my
Holy
goodness
hell.
gracious.
How much did you pay?
$100 a person.
Damn.
I would be checking that every
Yeah.
day.
So it's a 20-person league?
Mm-hmm.
Holy
Oh my.
crap.
Dude, waivers are barren. It's all IR players.
Just scraping the bottom of the barrel to get
No
anybody.
wonder you're starting Aaron Rodgers.
I thought our 14-person league was
Yeah.
for waivers. God damn.
Yeah, you're probably scraping the bottom of the barrel to get anybody on that bench.
Dude, imagine doing a super flex league with
Oh.
20 people. You just starting I don't even know, Marcus Bagnall at quarterback on the.
So when we did the draft, a lot of people wasn't paying attention, so they let the bot pick their team. So I had some good picks.
For $2,000?
Yeah.
Letting the bot pick the team for $2,000?
Crazy.
My girlfriend let the bot draft her entire home league team, and she's 11-2. She forgot about the draft, but then she actually drafted in the league that she's in with me, and she's like second to last in our league. And I'm like, just let it auto draft from now on. Don't you
Yeah,
know?
no, literally.
If it
My-
works, it works.
Our one buddy auto drafted our league because he had tryouts for D1, and he came back to find out that he had one running back, and it was Chase Brown, and then Imari DiMarcado is his second.
Oh
running
my
back.
God.
And then he had 7 wide receivers, and one of them was Justin Jefferson. That was his first pick, and then after that, it was just like Garrett Wilson. See ya. No, he didn't have Mike Evans, but he had another person that got hurt. So he had out of his 7 receivers, 4 of them have just been dog shit, and then the other 3 are just awful to begin with.
Yeah, that is brutal.
He does have Joe Burrow. That's a
Yeah.
win, I guess, but he was hurt all year, so he's 3-8. Looking
Yeah.
at the Waffle House Challenge.
Yeah, Jettas and Chuba Hubbard were my 2 big draft mistakes.
Oh, Chuba's brutal.
Yeah, me too. Because I picked up Joey B, but I let him go as soon as he got hurt. So then I picked up Aaron Rodgers, but I already had Jared Goff. So
Yeah. No, I don't blame you there. I don't blame you at all there.
Yeah.
My team, I have an 11-2 team right now, and I check that league once a week, and I check it after on a Tuesday afternoon, and I'm somehow 11-2 in that league, and that's my best one. And I've tried very hard in the other ones, and I am 4-9 in one,
7-6 in the other.
7-6 in the other one, and then I have one more that I'm 8-4. So the ones I'm actually trying, I'm not winning as much, and the one I check once a week, I'm somehow 11-2. So that just basically sums up fantasy football.
Yeah, that's about
That
right.
is literally it. So I think that wraps up today's episode. So before we go, I do want to make a special announcement. We are releasing a new Instagram page here soon. So make sure to follow us on there. Fantasy Football Fanatics. Give it a follow. We're going to be dropping a real hero on there soon. And that's a wrap on this week's episode of Fantasy Football Fanatics. Thanks for tuning in, hanging with us. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcast. Follow the Instagram. It really helps us grow the huddle. Got questions, sleeper picks, or fantasy horror stories? Hit us up on social media and join the conversation. Until next time, good luck with your matchups. And remember, championships aren't won on draft day. They're won every single week. See you next time, Fanatics.